And Bank of America is saying sell, sell, sell. And I say, why wouldn't you? Especially when you have a blank percentage chance of nuclear war. What percentage is that? I guess it really does not matter how much you make in your portfolio if we're dead. I also gave you long enough to answer the question. Martin Armstrong sees a what percent chance? Ready? 100%. So there you have it. So with this 100% chance, he says, plan on it. This is coming. Where are we going to go? It also looks like it's going to start in August. So you guys still have a few weeks to build your bomb shelter. This whole thing is going to be escalating. I guess that's what the computer says. Also trying to fact check this. I went to Carnegie and this, Peace, Institution for Peace, forecasting nuclear escalation risk, cloudy with a chance of fallout. Now it makes sense of why all the cell signals have been triggered. They've been triggered. I'll show you because we're all going to die. But coming in from Bank of America, HeartNet, we've been watching this one. Indicators, things to tell you when to get in, when to get out. Theirs are flashing bright red. Our sell signals have been triggered. I'm going to say you have a slightly higher elevated appetite of risk currently. Also, if you're thinking, you know what, it feels good. It seems like a good time to get into the market. You missed the boat, or the ship has sailed. Across the board, this market has just been a gigantic fart. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Remember, traded on the weekly. When it gets purple, this is not a good time to enter. It's a great time to exit. Then the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell and then tried to regain the high. Failed again. Actually had quite a few shots at it. This is on the weekly. Can you make it? Can you make it? See this red line right here? Well, guess what, kids? We went up there again. Now you are at purple, and now we come down. And at that point, that's when you want to enter. You don't want to enter at the top. You want to enter at the bottom. Actually, I do neither. Because I see in the comments, oh, it's another guy predicting the bottom and when to buy the bottom. And the truth is, I don't buy bottoms. What I do every day is I buy momentum up. I will never say, oh my gosh, I called the bottom, I got the bottom. I never will. Every day I come here with my mouse and I click. I know that's kind of dirty. I should just shows. See, that's an active sign of a trader. And I click buttons on the screen and I make almost 80% on this one. It's actually 75%. And I have a question for you. Would you rather have 75%, $610, or would you rather have a 96% at $500? I take the 96. Because then you have almost bragging rights. That you're like, yeah, this week my stocks doubled. Also, if you want to learn how to do it, link in the description, $2.99. My new AI course, woo, step by step, and then I throw in the bear market course too, if we ever have a bear market. Now, that's actually for my investors in the audience, and you're like, I just want to know when to kind of buy the bottom. It does that too. I would have so much more respect for someone. I mean, you could be an investor. Just, you have to tell me when and why. Look how easy this is. I'm going back to 2019. Buy here, right about there. Okay, no, that's where you're selling it. You sell there. You buy in the green, which it's pretty bright here. You could buy some here. And then let me swing over here, right there. See it's right down here. You guys seeing that? That comes up. That's when you buy. You want to know where to sell? You sell when this blue goes up there, or you get a little trigger right there. Like that's anywhere here. Clear this little purple right here, and then you're selling it. And then you're selling it. All right. Now let's look at this chart and see how well you did. All right. So you bought here, good. You bought here, you didn't sell. You didn't sell up there, okay. And then you sell here and you could sell here. Look at that, in that zone. On that one, you're making 40%. Again, you're buying here, you buy there, you sell there, you sell there. Buy over here. It's as easy as that. So I'm going to believe Bank of America when they say risk here now. You are entering in the highest risk ever. You got a lot of fund managers. Cash levels drop. That's another word for we don't have any liquidity. You also see people running over here. That would be TLT if you wanted to know why that went up today. Inflation expectations. No, but look at the yields. The yields are coming down up here. They're protecting themselves. And everyone is partying like it is 1999. And then we cracked it, right? We went Y2K. Everything's okay. It was like you had a 3-week window. and then rug pull. Another way of looking at it is people were saying, well, I guess it's different this time. And it's gone. It's all gone. And oh my gosh, these charts, like this post from Bravos Research, history is repeating. Like, it's not just rhyming, it's singing it. When I showed you yesterday that's the high Kanashis. And you guys are high. You shall get your Kanashi. Along with your triangle and a resistance. Look at this. Again, this is your S&P 500. You are so top. Now, it doesn't mean that we can't break it, retest it, and head higher. Then we're all in again, as crazy as that is. You and I will get a badge of crazy if that's what happens. Hey, that's what happens. Okay. Again, just follow the charts. I mean, I'm intraday. I'm in, I'm out. I'm a lower time frame. I'm giving you guys big picture, big market, extreme greed, and it could get a whole lot worse. Actually, I'm betting on it. Altcoin. Now, hey, look at the searches. Whenever you see this thing spiking, you're right there. You have like 2 months. That was over the past, I think, like 5 years, so you could see it. This is where we're currently at. We're at 100%. Altcoin season is here. I just got off the phone with someone. He made over $1 million. To apply these charts to crypto, where some of these things are trading at like a penny or below a penny. You have stellar PE ratios, but the minute it triggers, you're like, all right, let's do this. And what's kind of cool, I mean, if you voted for this guy, this cat has been all in. Look at this. In crypto. Here's Bitcoin. Trump media just revealed 2 billion of its 3 billion liquid assets are now in Bitcoin. I just tell you, if I had 2 billion sitting in something that I'm like, oh, I don't believe in that, I'm going to go with, I think he believes in it. Actually, if you've been following this channel for long enough, you would have to consider yourself not too loaded in the brain if you are still just sitting in cash. Now, T-bills, okay, I got you on that one. That's fine. There's interest. Can I show you a little picture of what your dollar looks like? Since forever, and it will always forever be like that. Why in the Hades would you be saving it? You have to buy things. You have to buy assets. Look at this. 1969, the minimum wage. This is how bad it is when people are like, well, is it really that bad comparative to everything? Yes. That's why you have to compare it to things. Compare the dollar, right? Do it to gold. Don't do it to Bitcoin. You'll be very depressed. 1969, the minimum wage was $1.30 per hour. I was actually used to make $3.35 an hour. Hustling at a movie theater, $52 per week. Gold was $35 per ounce. Man, wouldn't you like to buy that at 35? You have opportunities now, and you're still. Are you doing it? You got the knowledge. That's 1.48 ounces of gold per week. Today's equivalent. That would be $4,884 a week. That means that your buying power, your spending power is gone. Also known as destroyed. Look at this, 1969, 70s cars. Wouldn't you like to have that? Yeah, I mean, go buy that. Have that. Just save that. Don't put any miles on it. Shove it in a garage. 1969 Mustang for $2,000. It's probably valued at a little bit more than that. Actually, I think just about any car here, you'd be on the vacations specials. The 70 Maverick, I think you do pretty well. Now, that doesn't mean go out there and buy it right now. It's just, again, Wilshire 5,000 to GDP. This is the Warren Buffett. This thing's off the charts. As this post writes, Exosphere, 208%. Again, going back to here, not a time to buy. It is a time to sell. So you guys should keep your eye on Google. It's not yet. Again, there's times to buy, times to sell, time to wait. Alphabet, Google, up, left shoulder, head, down, right shoulder. No confirmation yet. Just put it on your own watch list. Once it breaks, this is your, there is your neckline sitting at about probably say 145. Confirm that. You're going to make a whole lot of money going down. But you can't do it if you don't know how to click. And I don't know if you guys caught this. Kind of cool, kind of dangerous, the day trading, this thing drives me crazy. They only give you like 5 trades if you're under $5,000. U.S. regulators are finalizing plans to replace the PDT rule, pattern day trade. I always say PPP rule, which limits investors less than 25,000. So that's why we use things like futures, and you don't get hit with that. In their margin account, a proposal being prepared would lower the threshold to 2K. I say yes. Oh, and last but not least, and I don't care, the Fed, you guys caught this, but it's cool when you're out at the bar. You're like, oh, I was aware that the Fed's going to get fired. Jerome Powell, not really, not fired, but he's hit with criminal referral by House GOP. Oh, look over there. Don't look over here. I mean, Trump had the opportunity. It was a 100-year charter. He could have just, look, that's it. Fed's gone. It's like they approved it. I mean, they could have solved it once and for all. Now they're like, we need to look at their numbers and what did he do to his house? And I call it look over there, don't look here. Here's another one. Tulsi's out. Today, after nearly 60 years questioning surrounding of Martin Luther King Jr., we are releasing the 230,000 files. I say, yeah, okay, sure you are. And can you tell I'm just maybe a slight little bit cynical nowadays? I actually thought we had a 5% chance that things would change. That's why I always say, don't look over there, don't look over there. Click buttons on screen, make digits go up. Live the life you want. And trust me when I say this, I know a lot of these people. If you were in their shoes, you wouldn't want it. Live a fun and simple, yet simple life, right? Enjoy your family. And with that, I love you, family, and I'll see you tomorrow.